Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to QPAC Live, a program of the Queensborough Performing Arts Center. We are so happy to have you here with us tonight. TGIF, it is Friday, time to have some fun. You know, we come to you live every week to celebrate the arts with programs that are exciting and unique, and tonight is no exception. Now, you know what makes tonight fun? It's interactive. We get to chat with each other. So if you're watching the broadcast, whether you're watching it on Facebook or on YouTube, you can type in your comments and your questions right below the broadcast. If you are on Facebook, you do need to sign in. So you need to have a name and a password in order to sign in, and then you can comment and play along. And we'd like you to do that. And while you're there, click subscribe. This way you'll get a notification every time QPAC goes live. Now, just a few quick things, a few quick announcements before we begin. This Saturday, tomorrow, we have Gotta Dance for the Kids. So anybody 18 to 14 can join us. It's only $5. It is virtual. We have a fabulous instructor, and the children get to experience Broadway choreography, Broadway music. It's really a wonderful opportunity and accessible to all. If you wish to do that, you just need to sign on to our website, www.visitqpac, right here, QPAC.org. We'd love to have you join us for that fun activity. Also, Tuesday night is Name That Tune. Have you been playing a Name That Tune with us? We have a terrific time. You get a scorecard. There are fabulous clues. There are prizes. Everyone can play. That can also be seen on Facebook or YouTube under Queensborough Performing Arts Center. So Tuesday night, Name That Tune. And from what I understand, the theme is 60s music. So that's going to be fun. And then, if that wasn't enough, next Friday night, at 7 p.m. We are back here, QPAC Live, and we've got Richie Santa, who is celebrating the music of Elvis. You will love him if you are an Elvis fan. Even if you're not an Elvis fan, you're going to be an Elvis fan after you see Richie Santa sing some of his most memorable pieces. So we have a lot going on. And of course, as always, everything is free. If you do feel so inclined to make a donation, we certainly would appreciate that. And we'll put up that link later. So thanks for being here. I want to bring on someone now, a co-host, my co-host for the evening, a friend, a city council member, an arts advocate, and he's a musician. I bet you didn't know this about council member Paul Vallone. Please help me welcome. Come on in.
Woohoo, Suzanne. How is everyone tonight at QPAC?
Hey, council member. It is so great to see you. Looking great.
We have to keep up with you, Susan. You are the picture of beauty and grace, so we love that.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you with us tonight. I want to know, well, first of all, I heard rumor that you are a musician. I know that
Strictly a rumor.
Well, what do you play?
Well, in our family, there always was music. So my mother always was putting on a show, whether it was Christmas or Sunday pasta, 3 o'clock, the three boys would get lined up and we'd have to play. So in order to not embarrass us further, we actually picked some instruments and we all did something. So drums for me was always my passion. Happy to say my 12, now 13-year-old is 10 times better than I am already. But drumming is, and we scan over to the right, I'll show you later, we got dual drum sets going for me and Charlie over there.
So I've seen some videos of him playing. He's extraordinary. I mean, is this a hobby, or does he think he wants to go into a musical career?
God bless that generation. They have so many opportunities for him. He loves his academics and he loves his music and he loves soccer. So I couldn't tell you, it's probably a 1/3 juggling act of where he's going to go. But I think if you've got music in your life, everything else is better. And that's the way we were brought up. So whatever he chooses with that balancing in there and having the grounding of the arts, My oldest, as you know, Katina, loves musical theater, and she's in Wagner and can't wait to get on stage. And it's just because I think we as parents allowed that creativity, and that's so important. And that's what you do. You bring this, and now with the virtual shows, it's so important to bring that message and continue, even in these crazy times, any way we can to get the arts to everyone to see.
Well, I appreciate that. We just could not let people sit in silence. We just could not let that happen. And because we're creative, we always think, well, there's got to be a way. And so that's what brought us here, and we're happy to have this opportunity. And I know you and I have been talking behind the scenes. We've got some things brewing
We
for the
are
spring.
percolating some ideas together. We are.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the creative community gets even more creative when time's demanded, and that's what we're going to do. We will find ways to get shows live for everyone.
That's wonderful news. Now, let me ask you, are you a 70s music fan?
Oh my God, we are just about every generation, but the '70s, that decade, has got a special place in all our hearts. I was still now my older brother is, he was a little bit more in tune with that. Since me being the baby, I follow their steps. But you could go anyway in the '70s. You can go from Donna Summer to Zeppelin to Grease Lightning and Frankie Valli. I mean, you can go just where you want to go. So the '70s was such a wonderful decade for just the musical rebirth for all different types.
You're absolutely right. Were you more of a disco fan or a rock fan, or
Oh,
like
you're going to get me in trouble, Susan. I've got fans watching now. I would on depending on the night, I'd have my Zeppelin jacket with my leather wallet, and on another night we'd be out clubbing, trying to go out with the girls and get a date. So you had to go either way. You had to go, but I didn't really limit. I mean, listening to Sinatra with my parents to enjoying Zeppelin and hard rock, and then doing the disco with Donna Summer and Diana Ross and the Temptations and all of that, and falling in love with Olivia Newton-John and Grease when she came out playing the Frankie Valli. I mean, there was so much going on, but I was still a little young in the '70s. We weren't going out until the '80s, but I just loved music. So.
Yeah, me too. Me too. In fact, we seem to be on a 70s kick these last 2 weeks. We had a great guy on last week who was celebrating the disco music. Gregory Rubin. Shout out to Gregory. And he was hysterical. But he basically talked about going out 70s, early 80s, and he says we had conversations. We spoke to each other. And, there's something sort of very funny, especially the way he says it. But he couldn't be more right. He reminded me of the time, we used to talk on the phone, of course. And if you wanted to get some privacy, you had to stretch that
cord into the bathroom.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. My first date with my wife, Anne-Marie, we were high school sweethearts. I always had to call the house phone and ask the father's permission to speak to Anne-Marie. And now you see the kids with the cell phone, and there is none of that. It's just instant access to what they need in their world. Our world was not defined like that. We had to go through steps and process, and there was dating and conversation, and you had to plan things out. It's not like that anymore.
That's right. There was a process. That's for sure. So okay, well, that's good to know. And let me ask you, we are so appreciative of your continued support. And as you said, you are an arts advocate, and I appreciate that you share our vision that even during this time, things should be celebrated, especially the arts. So we thought it was so appropriate to have you with us tonight, and I'm glad you can share this. So what I want to do now is I want to bring on our act for tonight.
Yes,
And I want to tell our viewers we're coming back with a Q&A. So again, what makes this fun is that it is so interactive. Do go ahead and type in your questions or your comments. You could ask the council member a question. You could ask me a question. Certainly questions of our artists, and we're going to invite you to request a song if you'd like to hear a specific song, because these two artists are tremendous. I don't think we could stump them, but we are certainly going to try. So tonight we celebrate the music of the 70s. Last week we focused on disco, and tonight it's all the groovy music of the 70s. So help me welcome husband and wife team, Ray Nakari and Dakota McLeod. They refer to themselves as the Brooklyn Soul Train. Council member, I will see you in a jiffy.
Woo.
Hello, Ray and Dakota.
How are you doing, Susan?
Wonderful to see both of you.
Yes.
And we appreciate you being here for us tonight. We appreciate you bringing us live music. And so we're turning it over to you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Brooklyn Soul Train.
Thank you, Susan. Now, this song is from back then, the time that we loved so much, better times. People, like Susan said, people talk to each other. They talked on the phone. They went for a cup of coffee someplace, you know? People could be sitting right next to each other, and I see them texting each other while they're sitting right next to each other. That drives me nuts. But this was a time when we sang songs, we had fun, we went to parties, we interacted with one another. And this one is called Just My Imagination. This is our version of it. Each day through my window, I watch him as he passes by. And I say to myself, he's so lucky, he's so fly, yeah, to have a boy like him is truly a dream come true. Out of all the girls in the world, he belongs to you. Now it was just my imagination once again running away with me. Oh, just my imagination running away with me. Soon we'll be married, baby, and then you know we're gonna raise a little family. Gonna have a cozy little home in the country with 2 kids, maybe even 3. Now I can visualize it all. Well, it couldn't be a dream, 'cause too real it all seems. Just my imagination once again running away with me. Whoa, 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 just my imagination running away with me. Let him have it. yeah, work it. Work that stuff. Woohoo! Soon we'll be married, baby, and then you know we're gonna raise a little family. Gonna have a cozy little home in the country with 2 kids, maybe even 3. Will I can visualize it all? Well, it couldn't be a dream, 'cause too real it all seems. Just my imagination once again running away with me. Oh, why? Just my imagination running away with me. Just my imagination. Oh, yeah. Just my imagination running away with me. Just my imagination running away with me. Oh, is everybody out there okay? You all right out there? I hope so. Now we're going to do a song for you that was done by a group back in the day. First time I heard this group, where was I? High school, I think. Yeah. And they came on TV. I saw them on television. He had a hat on at the keyboard. And she was tall. Well, I'm only 4'12", so I can't say that I'm tall. But she was tall and blonde. And they came out and did this beautiful song that I absolutely fell in love with. Did it for years, and then all of a sudden it just got put away, and kind of like, you know, you shift your list and so on and so forth, and you do other things, and you not retire them, but you give them a rest for a while. So we did. And one night we were playing in Harlem, and this lovely lady named Gladys came in, drove many miles to see us, had been coming for over a year, once a month at this place we played at to see us. And so she said, do you know this song? I'm not going to tell you what the title is. You're going to hear it when we start. And I said, I'll have to Google the words because I haven't done it so long. I don't think I can remember them all. But Ray knows the changes. And so we'll go with that. And we put it back in. And now every time we play someplace, I mean, until the pandemic happened, we were playing that on every gig. We just brought it back. And it's as fresh now as it was when it first came out. Hit it, Maestro. Feel free to sing along if you know the words. And if you don't know the words, just Google them. Oh, yeah, work that. Do that to me one more time. Once is never enough with a man like you. Whoa, do that to me one more time. I can never get enough of a man like you. Oh, kiss me like you just did. Oh, baby, do that to me once again. Oh, yeah, work that. Pass that by me one more time. Once is never enough for my heart to hear. Whoa, tell it to me one more time. I can never hear enough while I've got you near. Whoa, say those words again like you just did. Oh, baby, tell it to me once again. Let him have it. You have to get Ray a captain's hat for this. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Joan. Do that to me one more time. Once is never enough with a man like you. Whoa, do that to me one more time. I can never get enough with a man like you. Whoa, kiss me like you just did. Oh, baby, do that to me once again. Oh, do it again. Do that to me one more time. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, baby, do that to me once again. Do that to me once again.
Time for some disco.
Oh.
It is time for some disco.
Did someone say disco?
I think somebody said,
I think so.
my cat said it.
Carry on.
Somebody
Yes,
said it,
ma'am.
somebody said it. Which one are you going to do? Oh, got to make them guess this one. Yeah, they have to guess this. They're going to know anyway. Yep, they're going to know it. Now, this song was brought out a long time ago. It was originally a standard. And then back in the 70s, they were trying to think of stuff to do for dance workers and all this stuff. And then they came up with the idea, let's take this song and make it a dance tune. Now, some people thought it was a good idea and some people did not. Okay. I myself was there with the people who were doing it, and I just kept quiet and I didn't say anything because, I was just a hired backup singer. So, do what you're going to do and we'll go with that. So this is what happened. And it became one of the biggest hits on the dance floor from an old standard. And even on dance floors till this day, the DJ will throw this in because the track really rocks. Let him have it.
There you go.
What a difference a day made. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was so blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, what a difference the day made. Now there's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. What a difference a day makes. Now there's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes. Hey, Rosemary. And the difference is you. Take it away, Ray. Let him have it. Knock him out of the ballpark. Yeah. Woo! Tear it up. Thanks, Paul. We'll do that. Woo! What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before. Hey, Shakira, my student.
Shakira.
Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Sing it with me. What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. 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 Oh, yeah. Sing it if you know it. Here we go. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. I said the next stop that we make will be over in England. Tell all the folks in Russia and China too. Don't you think it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through? Well, 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 people all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. I said the next stop that we make will be over in Mother Africa, where we all started out. Tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Don't you miss this train at the station. 'Cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. Well, yes, people all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. I said the next stop that we make will be over in Mother Africa, where we all started out. Tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Don't you miss this train at the station, baby. 'Cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. Woo! People all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. Ride, baby, let it ride all over the world. Let it ride, let it ride. Get on board.
Woo! Hold on, I want to get the council member in. Woo! Ray, you have to do something for us because Council Member Valone and I, we want to dance. So can you play just a little tag of Love Train? We'll do our chair dance for you.
We're doing it for you.
Okay.
The QPAC Love Train.
If you're out, folks, if you're out there, don't even have to move. Sit on your chairs, but we want to see your best chair dance. Let's do it. Come on, Ray.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, yeah. People all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. All over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. I said,
Yes.
now we make will be over in Mother Africa, where we all started out.
I think I fell off the chair.
All the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Don't you miss this train at the station, baby.
That's the 7 train coming through.
Miss it.
It is.
I feel sorry.
Last chorus, Ray. Last chorus. Take it to the chorus. Last time.
Woo! People all over the world join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world join hands, start a love train. Here we go. Ride, baby, just let it ride all over the world. Let it ride, let it ride.
Woo!
Friday night getting crazy.
Woo!
Getting crazy.
That was something else. Woo!
But
I'll
to
tell
Jordan
you.
Ray, you saw we're officially changing your name. Enough of this Brooklyn stuff. We're gonna make you the Brooklyn and Queens Soul Train.
Okay.
That's Queens in the house. How long have you guys been married?
Come February the 14th, 2021, it'll be 35 years.
Ray picking Valentine's Day, you devil, you.
So, well, as a couple, what is your song?
Oh, well, our wedding song was Suddenly by Billy Ocean. He picked that.
Oh, of course. I know the song very well. Mm-hmm. Billy's still touring, you know.
He still is. Yes, he
Yes,
is.
I heard he was sick or had a family tragedy or something, and then he's back. I think
He's back.
he off the scene for a while. That was the hearsay.
Do you both have a 70s artist that you love?
Not one in particular. I don't like play favorites. If I like what they do, that's added to the list, and so it's quite innumerable number of artists, you know. I like that. No, I like that one better. And then I go around and go, oh, you know, the heck with it. I like them all.
Tavares was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Tavares.
We had Tavares at Queensboro.
You did,
Oh,
and we missed it.
We had a great disco night with Tavares and the Tramps.
Oh,
oh my God! From what I was told, before it was Tavares was Chubby and the Turnpikes.
Well, yes, I think they're all brothers. They're a family. Tavares is a family, and they all have nicknames, and I can't remember them all now, but it was quite a scene. I think it was more of a party backstage than it was on the stage because the guys are terrific. They're loads of fun. They're terrific. They all have a nickname. I'm trying to remember if Chubby was one of them, but I don't remember. But we'll have them back. I mean, they have so many hits. Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, and
We would like to do that if you want. I mean, it only takes a minute.
Yeah, it only takes a minute.
If you want us to do that later,
Can't never go wrong with that song.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to the we're gonna get to the question to the request. Rosemary's asking a question. She wants to know, what is the first song you sang together? Do you remember?
Oh goodness,
it was the studio. No, it was a club date.
It was a club date. Yes,
Dennis Scott.
Yeah, we were doing a club date in Jersey at a place that looked like a barn. I can't remember the name of the place, but that was the first time I ever saw him. He wheeled his keyboard in, and I was like, I looked at him and I didn't like him because I would never date a musician. I'd travel on the road, before this wedding band for years, and I saw how some of the musicians behaved. They were married and other things were happening, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, nah.
No, we have no idea.
Waste my time dating a musician. I'm not going to put myself in for that. So I was very standoffish and very aloof. But months went by and he was hired to do, I was supposed to leave New York. I had a 5-album deal with MCA Records in Nashville. I was getting ready to leave town. I was into country music at the time. And he was hired. The guy that we worked for in the wedding band sent him over. Hey, use him. He can transcribe off a cassette and he can put it on a chart and have it in like 20 minutes.
Right.
So
I got to interject. Okay. Who was the person who told you to call me?
Oh, who was the person that told me to call you or just pick up the phone?
Yes. When I was calling. Who told you to call me?
Our daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was ignoring him terribly.
Yes.
I didn't want to be involved. So
ultimately, I became a very proud stepdad. Actually, dad. And I kept calling, and she said to her, "You better call him." He was a nice guy. You better call him.
Does being married help or hurt your showbiz relationship?
It depends on the relationship. We have a really good relationship. I mean, it's always work. Any relationship is always work.
Yep.
But she understands, like, if I get a project orchestration or something like that, and sometimes it's not a lot of money, but it's a great experience. Like, Dakota understands if she has.
But you can share your passion together, and that's when you can combine work and what you do and what you're passionate about. It just adds to that wonderful magic of the soul train that we're talking about and the love that the 70s and music brings.
Yep.
So
exactly
it's all part of those magic ingredients. When people ask, how do you stay together so long? We were high school sweethearts like you, and it's those little things that mean the most. And when you can bring music into your life and share that, that's what tonight's all about.
And she's also very supportive because you never stop learning. So I'm taking a course at Juilliard. I'm also taking a private course of big band arranging. So, she's still supportive, pandemic and stuff like that. Money is tighter, but it's an investment in us and stuff like that. And she's like, you better do that. So,
what happens when you have an argument and then you have to perform? I mean, I want the dish. What happens when you have an argument and then you have to perform together?
It's show business, baby.
It's show business, and the thing is, you have to learn.
I mean, does Ray give you some weird chord and make you work for it, or no?
No, none of that
not
goes
on
on.
purpose. I might get distracted, but not on purpose.
We separate the two and realize that there's another time to continue the discussion about whatever the argument is.
Yeah, like
You
after
know.
the gig.
In other words, to put it in a simple sentence, you got to be a grown up.
Yeah.
Ray busts out with "Mercy, Mercy Me" by Marvin Gaye to get some.
You have to be mature.
Right.
If you're not mature, and if you haven't grown up, so to speak, it will never work. I mean, I know other musicians who were married to each other, and some of them are very famous, and they're not together. And with the combination that they had, I say to myself, it's such a shame that they're still not together, because they don't, that what they had together, they will never be able to put out there because they didn't stick it out. You have to, when you get married and it's like this, you make a commitment. And when you're a grown up, you know what a commitment is. You're in it for the long haul till death do us part. And realize that what you've got is going to far outweigh any argument you may have or any difference, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's work. Like any good relationship, it's work.
And you have to be friends.
Good times and bad times, and you got to work through the bad times.
Mhm.
And that's the bottom line. Every relationship has ups and downs.
But now the two of you, I mean, you also do things separately. You both teach. Ray, I know you teach keys and piano, and Dakota teaches voice. Let me ask you a question. Is it ever too late to learn either one of those trades?
No. I have students who came to me for the first time in their 40s and 50s. I have some who are in their, believe it or not, 60s. I have one 72-year-old who had records out back in the day, you know, and it was a tough time making it back in the 70s, and she decided to become a lawyer, you know, and she was a great lawyer, but she comes to me for voice lessons because she doesn't want to give up on that dream. And
what's the song people request most at your shows? Is there one that you get all the time? Thanks, Rosemary, for that question.
She's got all the great questions.
She's killing it tonight.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
We get
what's going on?
Oh, it takes a minute. We get let me see.
Oh, Baby Come to Me, Patty Austin, and Herman, I sing both.
Wait a minute. You get that a lot? Baby Come to Me?
Oh, come on, Susan.
Feel like making love. We get a lot of
Wait a minute. What were you saying, council member?
That's just good stuff when they start to do it.
Yeah, it's all gruesome. I love some James Brown.
We do funky.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that, and you just see their faces when I do it, because the way I look, you would never think that I would come out gritty like that. We do Proud Mary, the Tina Turner version, and I'm bumping and grinding, you know, with the best of it. And everybody says, well, you know, you're so crystal clear and clean. How do you dirty it up like that? And then it's a typical New York line. Only New Yorkers will understand this. Yo, if I tell you, I got to kill you.
Right.
Dakota, we can dirty it up with the best of them, us New Yorkers.
So, council member, I want to ask you a question. I think that in particular, I mean, the arts are so alive in Queens. We have the greatest museums and performing arts centers. But I think that the district that we're in, which covers what areas does your district cover?
So we cover all the way from City Field and College Point out to the border of Nassau County. So that is basically all of Northeast Queens.
Yeah.
So we're the largest council district in the city, and you've got a thriving cross-generational approach to music and the arts and cultural love that is so important. And that's why Susan and I, Dakota and Ray, just, you know, we are always trying, from whether it's our seniors to our students, we are really bringing it, and we're so proud of how Susan has brought that platform to the different generational approach, because it's always a battle for the arts. And so just anything you can do to give the students, my whole perspective in my 8 years in office has to bring the students every opportunity, our children every opportunity to do the things that we did and even better. And if we can do that, then our legacy has been something that we can be proud of. And it always comes back to me with the children in our lives and the students. So bringing this type of approach and letting them hear your soulful approach. I mean, the Temptations were smiling when you started with Just My Imagination. So when they can hear that and then appreciate our love for music and to their love of music, and then realize that's what all unites us, that's what QPAC's all about. It's really wonderful.
Okay, do I need to say more? This is why we love our council member, because
Yeah.
he gets us. He
Come on.
gets us. When I
Yeah.
go over to him, when I go to him and I say, I really think that we should. Okay, I think you're right. Let's do it. Let's do it. You always get, let's do it,
Let's
which
do
is, which is the answer that you always want. We're gonna wrap things up very shortly, but we do want to tell our viewers, if you have a question, do ask it now. Also, I've known Ray and Dakota, the Brooklyn Queens,
Brooklyn Queens.
for a really long time, and I'm telling you, you can't stump them. You can't. So if there's a song that you'd like to hear, do type it in the comments, and we're going to see if they can give us even a little piece. Doesn't have to be the whole song, but just a little piece of the song of your choice. So go ahead and do that now. And while we're doing that, Dakota, I want to ask you both a quick question. Dakota, I know, certainly I understand that your voice is an instrument and you really have to take care of it. What I want to know is, what is your trick? And I know hundreds and hundreds of songs. What is your trick for memorizing the lyrics?
To tell you the truth, the songs that I sing, it's very easy because the lyrics make sense. The lyrics have a storyline to them. They tell a story. A lot of the stuff that's out there today are all lyrics, lines. None of the lines relate to each other in any way, shape, or form for the most part. So that's why I don't do it, because if the song does not make sense to me, does not tell a story, does not touch a heartstring, it's not worth my time. I'm really selective about what's saying. I'm very selective in what comes out of my mouth. I choose carefully.
So that's interesting. I guess that makes sense. How are you on memorizing lyrics, council member?
Oh, I defer to you on that one. I'm not. I'm on the drums because I don't need to worry about the lyrics.
There you go.
It's true. It's true. I sometimes, as a musician, there is one benefit, which is you could get away with having your music in front of you, but very often as the singer, that's sort of a no-no. So you have to really have a format for being able to remember the songs and the lyrics. And Dakota, you're right. I guess if the story makes sense, then naturally your mind goes to the right place. And Ray, I want to ask you a question. And I know I was backstage with the council member and we were both sort of grooving and listening. Ray, you have an incredible ability to improvise. So when we're listening to a song and then, Dakota says, take it away, what I want to know is, what is going on in your mind? Do you know what the next chord is going to be? Where are you going in your mind? Because sometimes when I listen to you, I have no idea where you're going. And then of course eventually it resolves and we're back, we're back to where we started. But how does your mind work when you play those fills, when you play those sections, when you fill those sections up with music? How does that happen in your mind?
Thinking of melodies. The chords, I'm pivoting off the chords. I'm still doing this, basically the form of the song, but I'm creating a melody. I kind of like singing a melody in my head. And, especially when you have live musicians around you, it sparks different things. And it just goes into different places, especially when you have a live band and somebody plays something different. You got a different musician. So it always changes. It always evolves. So I love it. I enjoy doing that.
Council member, is there anything that comes to mind that you would like to ask before we take a few requests?
Well, only that this is really a wonderful night, and Dakota and Ray, your passion for music comes through loud and proud, and we love listening. And Susan, it's always an honor to be with you tonight. So wherever tonight goes, you've got my heart and soul for music and for passion for arts. And we are enjoying, loving hearing to you tonight, Dakota and Ray. So you teased us. You said you could do a minute of Tavares. So we're waiting to see that angel.
All right, we're gonna bring you Dakota and Ray for a bit of Tavares, and then we'll be back to say our goodbyes. So hang in there, folks. If there's anything that you want to hear, now's the time. Or if you have a question, now's the time. We'll be with you in just a minute. Ray and Dakota.
Cool.
Here we go. What's an hour of the day? You throw at least one away. You walk the streets for half the year, trying to find a new career. Now if you get a flu attack, for 30 days you're on your back, but at night I've seen you dance. So baby, give me half a chance. Oh, it only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love. It only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love. Sing along if you know the lyrics. Now in the unemployment line, you spend your life reading signs. You know you're waiting for that interview. You know they'll shoot the whole day for you. Yeah, but winter's gonna turn to spring. You know you haven't accomplished a thing. So baby, leave a little time, because you never know what's on my mind. Hey, it only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love. I said it only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love. Yeah. Oh yeah. Working.
There you go, bitch.
Mm-hmm. You get a flu attack. For 30 days you're on your back. It only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love. It only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love. I said it only takes a minute, girl. Then you're gonna fall in love. Fall in love.
Yay! We want to thank all our sponsors tonight. And of course, an extra special thank you to Councilmember Paul Vallone. We have a lot of exciting things lining up that are going to be coming your way. So keep your eye on the prize. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna get through this all together. Council member, care to share another thought or two before we say goodbye to our viewers?
God bless everyone. Keep on rocking and let that soul train keep on dancing and singing. It's
We're going to drive the bus till the wheels fall off.
Dakota and Ray, thank you so much. And to all of our viewers, thank you for spending Friday night with us. I hope that we were able to lift your spirit. We come to you live every week. Tuesday night, we've got Name That Tune. You're not going to want to miss this. We're giving away prizes. And by the way, so many of you guessed the songs we were playing tonight, so I think you'd be good at the game. Saturday, we've got Gotta Dance for the Kids. It's only $5. Next week, next Friday, Richie Santa is here, and he's going to be celebrating Elvis. So until we meet again, thank you all for joining us. Everybody, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Appreciate you,
Thank
Susan.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye all.
Mwah.
Bye.